Hello, my name is Shauna Taylor, and I'll be discussing the Lean Six Sigma method for my webcast presentation today. Both Lean and Six Sigma are used for quality improvement in a lot of different industries. The Lean model is an integrated system of principles, practices, tools, and techniques that focus on reducing waste, synchronizing workflows, and managing variability in production. It focuses on what the customers want, and it offers standard solution to common organizational problems. Six Sigma is also customer driven and cost reduction is a priority. Six Sigma is a little bit more complex than Lean. There are project leaders and project owners that are assigned to the different projects that are created. There are 5 phases to the Six Sigma: the define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Define is where a cost benefit analysis is established. The measure phase, the baseline data is assembled. During the analysis phase, they identify possible causes of each problem. During the improvement phase, we suggest solutions to the problem. And then during the control phase, systems are developed to ensure that these improved processes continue during the day-to-day operations. So then Lean Six Sigma combines both of those two methods. The projects are either quick or they're advanced. So in the quick problems, you would use a lean model, or if they're more advanced, then you would have to go into the Six Sigma. The project leaders are trained in both. They have tasks and responsibilities that are clearly defined. Procedures are standardized and process controls are imposed as part of an improvement project. And then strategic objectives are translated into performance indicators and tactical goals. So I found this example in an article that showed how they used Six Sigma to improve handoff communication in a PICU. So the objective of this study was to improve post-op handoff process for children with cardiac disease. It was a 20-bed PICU in a tertiary care children's hospital. So they observed 29 pre-intervention and 142 post-intervention, post-operative handoff events after the children have had cardiac surgery. They wanted to determine whether the effect of a standardized handoff process, whether there was improvement. So when they observed those different handoff events, they noticed there was a lot of errors that occurred with a mean of 5.6 errors per handoff event. So they decided to develop this team handoff model. So during handoff, after the child has had surgery, and they're going to give report, the OR staff is going to give report to the staff on the unit. They have one representative from the pediatric cardiothoracic surgery. They have someone from anesthesia, then someone from critical care service, and then the primary as well as the unit charge nurse would be present during this handoff event. They trained all the staff in Team Steps curriculum, which was based out of the AHRQ in the Department of Defense, and its evidence-based curriculum focused on improving patient outcomes by developing communication and other teamwork skills among healthcare professionals. So everyone involved in this pre and post-op situation would be trained in this Team Steps. They used a sterile cockpit method, which is often used or is used in aviation, where when the pilot is doing certain things like taking off or landing, those very high risk events, there's no distraction, there's no extra communication so in this situation, when they were doing the handoff, there was no distractions. No one would talk about anything else but the necessary information that needed to be relayed post-surgery. The results they found were there was a reduction of turnaround time. So their handoff communication went from 15.3 minutes down to 9.6. Their lab draw time went from 13 minutes to 2.4 minutes. So the time they were given to get the labs drawn and sent. And then there was also an increase in chest x-rays from 60 to 94%. And then patients were placed on the bedside monitors, went up to 99%. So Here's an example of how the Lean Six Sigma method can be used in healthcare. So just taking a situation where there's obviously a problem with the handoff communication process, and they developed a few different steps and a few different rules, and then they saw results from that. So that is my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good night.